Good morning, all. Can we settle down, please? It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to IGC India Central's annual conference. I think all of you know that IGC has been in India now for 6 years. And over the course of this fairly short period, we have commissioned some 170 plus research work studies. The idea of this conference is actually to expose the research that is done to a larger community. And so far, we have focused mainly on the sort of the academic aspects of the research. This has been very fruitful, both in terms of the broader levels of awareness and also the feedback that our researchers get from the general audience. However, what we also did find is that quite often the people who are deeply and really involved in the policy discourse are sometimes unable to focus on the issues, given the kind of focus that takes place in a lot of the presentations and discussions on the technical aspects of the studies. So this time around, we've decided that we would have a couple of lectures which would be more general in nature, which would pull together research that have been done by some of the leading academics. And it would be more accessible to the public at large. And the reason for that is that IGC India's principal objective is not to provide, or necessarily provide, detailed blueprints which government departments can adopt. Our objective is to feed into the larger policy debate and discourse that takes place in India, and to the extent possible, address all the stakeholders. The government is obviously the principal one, but equally important, if you really look at the nature of public discourse in India, equally important are civil society organizations, media, industry, indeed whoever is interested. And so the way we work is that although a lot of our projects do focus on specific government initiatives, our concern is really not necessarily on the project itself, but the wider milieu in which the project is situated. And so a lot of the discussion that we expect from the floor would be in terms of the appropriateness of the environment under which the particular project is being carried out or being researched for that matter. So I'm very glad to see that we've got a fairly wide cross-section of people, so hopefully the discussions will be as rich as we expect. And I welcome you again. We are already running, I think, slightly behind schedule, so without very much more ado, may I ask the chair of the first session to come up, please, Professor O.P. Mathur.